All right, guys, we are back after a long
Yeah.
hiatus. We were having some creative differences. And
Mhm.
Larry, is he next to
I
me?
didn't agree with myself.
Call you Rita
No,
with the two.
Larry was trying to go off on his own and start his own advice hotline.
I would like
But
tonight. I would like to announce tonight is my final night.
tonight is my last night.
Heartbeat.
Uh,
Oh,
no, but it's just
classic.
been our schedules. I know it's been kind of crazy, so I'm glad we were able to finally come together,
I've been
people.
so
So
good.
Not
hopefully you
me.
enjoy
I'm
this.
not doing nothing but staying in the house.
Me too.
Me too.
Yeah, me too.
Two people
No,
are lying.
two people are lying, and it's not me and Drea. We're not gonna say no other
I'm
names.
not gonna say no names though.
I mean,
I just got a
mostly.
COVID test. So
Anytime somebody starts something off with, I mean,
They don't mean.
my COVID
Like
test.
quarantine adjacent.
Listen, I'll tell you this.
I wear my mask.
If you die, I'ma kill
you
you.
know,
If you
Word
die, I'ma kill you.
mask.
I wear my mask.
If you die, I'ma kill you.
I got a COVID test. Who else got a COVID test?
I never got
I did.
one.
because I stay my ass in the
I was about
house.
to say because I kind of stay
Bro,
home.
do you
So.
get COVID staying at the house?
Huh?
You
He
don't
got a
get
COVID
staying at
test,
the
but
house?
then go out the next day partying. It means nothing.
Not true. It's not true. I got my COVID test because I had to work. You understands me?
Hmm.
Nigga, I've been working the whole time. Don't say I gotta work like I'm
I
not working.
can't work from home. I got to spread this gospel.
Since March, I've been to I think one social gathering.
Yeah, me too.
That's a lie.
You've been to more than one this week,
Right.
and it's
I've
only
been to
Wednesday.
one. Aside from going to stores, like,
I don't know how y'all maintaining y'all sanity, honestly. I'll be honest.
Who said
we're
I'm
not.
saying?
Especially Yanni with them kids. Woo!
Well, thankfully I have help. Thank God for Jesus. Because let me tell you something.
Jesus been babysitting?
Hmm.
Jesus
Yes, essentially.
Y'all go in the room. Jesus gonna watch y'all for a little while.
Jesus, watch these kids for me so I can take a little nappy nap.
I plead the blood over these kids in this room.
You had blood over the doorpost. They safe.
Mommy, why can't you on the door?
Throw Teddy Grahams and Juicy Juices in there and close the door back. I'll see y'all Monday.
Basically. At that point, it's just not my business. You know what I mean? All right,
At some
y'all.
point,
So
you
we
gotta
are
put
going
them
to get started. First question, I'm going to be reading it for you guys.
and read.
Let's see what we got. Here we go. What would you do?
If your son was at home crying all alone on the bedroom floor because
And
he's
he's hungry. Is this about me?
wants to
Your daughter's at home crying.
sleep with a man for a little bit more. And his daddy gone.
So what you do? Call on Jesus. That's what you do.
That's what you do.
Okay, hold on.
Shoot,
Here we
Jesus,
go.
these your kids.
What am I doing with these kids?
I
What do
gave
you do
that
to
to
my
you.
kids?
Okay, what would you do? You started dating someone who you fall in love with. Unfortunately, she gets into a car accident causing the loss of one leg. The two of you are still in love, but her is homophobic. We'll get to that. I think it was a typo, but we'll clean that up.
What?
She doesn't want, I think it's supposed to be mother.
Oh,
Okay,
It
yeah.
says hers, but later we realize it's mother. She doesn't want her daughter with another woman, but gladly tries to fix her up with me. She thinks I want her daughter for her disability check. Mind you, I'm a director of finance, making over $100,000 a year. I own my home, a Lexus, the entire nine. A disability check isn't going to do much for me. I actually am in love with her. I'm willing to marry her and take care of her until she is capable of getting back on her feet, going back to school and starting her career. I'm all for it. Her mother thinks I'm mentally unstable for wanting to be with someone without a leg and says she plans to report me. Due to the accident, the mother has power of attorney, but we are planning on getting married anyway. She is very capable of making her own decisions. She just still needs more therapy to learn how to walk again and get around in a wheelchair until a prosthetic leg is made. What would you do? Should I marry her and then go pack her stuff up from her mother's house, or is the mama drama not worth it? I've never loved another person like this before, and we both feel like we found the one, but her mother is putting up roadblocks. A lot to unpack here.
A lot to unpack.
That's a
Yeah.
lot.
I think everybody's speechless. My
I think
first
I'm
thing,
stuck.
what is power of like? I think
That's why I don't know the legal things.
I
Like,
don't
can
know
she stop
what
you
is
from
power of
getting married?
attorney. Is that just over finances? Are they saying power of attorney? Oh, like I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right,
if
like
that
can
means
she
you
even
can't
get married while
Can't,
someone else
right, that's
has
what I was
power of
thinking.
attorney of
Can't
her?
she
Yeah,
get
I don't
married?
know.
No, I think you can. I think power of attorney only comes into play when you're incapable of making decisions.
Right. So is that what that means?
Situation where they
Or
feel
are there levels
Why
to
was it
power
even
of
brought up?
attorney?
let's say
Let's
feel like
Google it, guys.
mental issues.
Well, then why was it even brought up?
Because it
doesn't
just shows the mother's place. I think, you know what I mean, shows, you know what I mean, how involved she is, and you know what I mean, that like it's just not like a mama. Like her mama's very involved in all of this process. She's very present. She's very much there.
Okay, y'all ready? What does it mean to have power of attorney? A power of attorney is a legal document giving one person the power to act for another person. The agent can have broad legal authority or limited authority to make legal decisions about the principal's property, finances, or medical care. So that could mean she makes all medical decisions, and if obviously this person has a big medical.
Yeah,
But I wonder if you get married, if that supersedes that.
right. Does that now go to the person you're married?
Yeah, because what I think, Jarrell, what you were about to say, what you're talking about is a little bit different. That's if, I don't know the word for it, but you're kind of taking over when somebody, like if your older
Yeah,
parent
like if
has
they're like
dementia,
mentally not there.
yeah, or
Yeah,
special
yeah.
needs, something like that, you make the decisions for them.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I think that's the only way they wouldn't be able to get married if
Oh, right.
that kind of power of attorney. But that's not
Right.
That's
I don't think that's the case. So it sounds like if you are getting married, it doesn't seem like this would be an issue. But my thing is, I'm not hearing how this person feels about you. And the question is all about, I want to be with her, I love her, blah, 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 and the mama in the way. It doesn't say we want to be together. Unless
I was thinking it was assumed.
Yeah.
Yanni
has a thing about reciprocation, and I've learned that over the course of Tell Us Your Business. Like that is a very, very big thing for her. She needs to know. She needs to be reaffirmed.
Is that my love language?
Right. Right. Reciprocity is your love language for sure. Like
no, that's not one of them. But anyway,
it is now.
No, I think because.
No, because I thought that initially, but then in my mind, I'm like, it was already a long letter. Maybe it's kind of assumed she does want to be with me, but the mama is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm not saying the girl doesn't love her. I'm just saying that would have helped me make a more concrete answer if it was.
I mean, she can't make her get married to her, so I would assume she would.
And I'm also tripping on the part where the mama said, "You must be nuts.
Mentally unstable.
You must be mentally unstable to want to be with my daughter."
Right.
But you don't think a man would be like that's bullshit.
Right.
Maybe the mama is trying to help old girl out. Like, listen, get out while you can.
No, it's not like
the other thing I thought was
on the beginning she does. Sorry, at the beginning she said the two of you are still in love. Sorry, go ahead. What should I do? The actual question is, should I marry her and then go pack up her stuff from her mother's house, or is the mama drama not worth it? Okay, the way that question is worded makes me think that if you were to marry her, the mom would still be a problem.
Absolutely.
It's not.
Because it doesn't sound like the kid, the daughter is doing anything to stop her mom from acting like this.
At least
right.
that we know of.
You don't just marry the person, you marry their family. And so if this
Yanni,
person is
earlier you said something and it made me wonder if the daughter, after this whole situation, is not willing or don't want to tell her she want to be done and just concentrate on her recuperation or whatever, and her mom is being the bad guy for her. I'm wondering if that's a part of it too.
maybe.
So because we don't know anything about how that one.
Yeah, we don't know
Yeah,
any of
I
those
would have-
dynamics.
Yeah.
We don't know any of those dynamics, and yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
That's
wait.
really
I'm sorry.
interesting.
Let's read the very last line. It says, I've never loved another person like this before, and we both feel like we found the one, but her mother is
Okay.
putting up roadblocks.
Okay, you're
So
right.
that sounds
Okay.
like they've had a
Yeah.
conversation.
Larry always trying to add a little spice, ain't he?
Well, I didn't get
missed
that
that
either
part,
because
sorry.
remember I said I'm not hearing how the other person feels. I didn't hear how the girl felt about her, but that she did actually. I just didn't pay attention. So in
Just
that
stop
case,
going against me.
what?
Just stop going against me.
You were talking about something totally different. You were talking about the
No,
one.
I said I feel like that's implied.
Oh, you did say
Oh
that.
yeah, you did. Drea.
My bad, Dree.
Sorry, Jerry.
Light skin power. My bad.
It got to be the lighter side.
Light skin power.
Look, that's how you know Larry has been
Mine is the
outside.
same color on both sides.
Larry, raise your hands up again that way.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do
Got
it.
a motherfucking tan. Turn your arm around. Look at that tan.
We the
That's
same
what
color
I'm
on
saying.
this side, Drill. Larry, we the same color.
What's that dangling?
Drea, pull your Drea, do yours. Yeah, Drea, see?
My skin complexion always like that. What y'all talking about?
That looks like a piece of bread.
You look like a honey whole wheat piece of bread. You all whole wheat.
So
honestly, I would say I'm always
I like
saying
drama,
it's not worth it.
Yeah. But then she said,
Yanni, I kind of felt the same way. I'm like, man, fuck all that. That's
Did
in
she
front
say
of
this is her
mama.
first time falling in love?
Wait, what'd you say, Drea?
Did she say this is her first time falling in love?
She said I've never loved another person like this before. So
I mean,
yeah, so that's not necessarily saying
so that's not
the
saying she's
first
never
time
loved,
falling
but
in
not
love,
like this.
but
I never knew love like this before.
oh, R.I.P. Candy.
The thing.
What?
That song always make me think of Pose. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Does it have to be one or the other? Can you still date her?
Huh?
Can she still date her? Does it have to be we get married or we don't do anything?
That's what makes me think maybe the power of attorney is important.
Is it like a lawsuit involved in this or something? Like, is there some money involved in this?
Just the disability check.
I'm saying
Due
beyond
to
that.
the accident, the mother has power of attorney, but we are planning on getting married anyway. That sounds like that may be some sort of barrier that maybe maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. For us, look, we not in love with the girl, so our mind is like, be done.
It sounds like a lot.
Yeah, I say my thought was just keep dating for a while to see how things go. And the only way I would get married is if the marriage will nullify her power of attorney.
Definitely right.
And then we could just make decisions together going forward. Not that I want to distance you from your mom. Your mom y'all continue your relationship however it is, but she can't come over here and tell me I can't.
Right.
And I can continue to support you. We can live in my house. We can roll out my Lexus. I can cash my director's checks on you and all that stuff. But if getting married would nullify that or limit what she can do and say as far as access and y'all communication, then perhaps do it. But if it's not going to change anything, then the mom can say, okay, y'all married, but I got the doctor to be able to say that she needs to be in rehab. So now I'm going to take her out your house, and the people going to come and they're going to enforce it, and then she going to live in a rehab facility until who knows when. And we got to fight and go to court to try to get power of attorney back because you the wife and all that. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I mean, this better be real love if you're going to go through all this. Because if I go through all of this and this relationship is over, somebody got to die. I'm going to break your other leg.
Wait, Jarrell was first, Jarrell then.
I know.
I'm very, very sorry, guys. I wore this hat today because I intended to give all Hotep responses. So from now on out, I'm going to give all Hotep responses.
Okay, thank you for that. Go ahead, Jarrell. Oh, well, did you have one or you just want to disclaimer?
No, I do.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Queen.
Okay. It's like, it's hard to even be that ignorant, ain't it?
Right. I'm sorry. Here we go. Queen,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing that you need to examine is that in your relationship, there is only estrogen. See, from the beginning, God intended for there to be both sexes. So if you two want to be in a relationship,
you need some nitrogen in there, right?
Be in a relationship, but allow some testosterone to balance out what's happening in your home.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
So you gotta overstand. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Drea.
Go ahead.
It's gonna be a little ignorant. Well, it might. Did they say she had one leg or two legs?
One.
Okay. I didn't even get to the ignorant part.
I think we all kind of know what's happening. I'm going to be the mature one, and no matter.
No, y'all don't know what I was gonna say.
No matter what she says, I'm gonna keep it together. Go ahead, Drew.
You said you're gonna keep it together? I was gonna ask how was the sex, but obviously that's not in the letter.
So what they got to do with having one leg or two?
I just kind of wanted to know so I can picture it in my head.
I do wonder how much of a leg we talking.
Right? Is it like the knee on down? Is it
you got like? Down? Is it right? Is it just the knee? Are we talking all the way up to the thigh? I mean, because if it's all the way up to the thigh, that pussy is just out. It's just
that wop.
That wop is just all over the place. It's just like, oh, how do you do?
I think I'm on Pornhub and look, because I kind of want to see how it go down at this point.
Because if you got the knee, you can actually pretty good. You just, you know. But if you go all the way up to the leg, that's a whole other challenge. That's a whole other challenge.
Also, I was wondering, is she gonna get like a prosthetic?
They said she said
eventually.
Okay.
So she probably got a lot of rehab and stuff to do.
Yeah, prosthetics are not easy to get. They're very, very expensive.
And you make $100K. She got disability.
That don't mean nothing. The government sucks.
Hey, what if this person was lying and they really are trying to get her disability check?
That'd be messed up.
This the girl who's
they work at the gas station at night talking about they the director. You're the night attendant at the gas station, bitch. Quit lying. Talk to you a director. That's you a 25-cent raise. Talk to you the director. Like, we'll call you the president. We don't give a fuck. So 975 and get out my goddamn face. You have a 1983 Lexus, bitch. Get the hell up out of here. You wearing your one-leg hoe. Get the fuck out my face.
Okay, now, Jarrell, you definitely gonna have to cut that out.
Right.
Sorry.
So my official advice would be not worth it. But again, that's because I don't feel like I have enough to make you like, I guess if I knew more about what the mom does on a day-to-day basis, like maybe if we had instances where I tried to take her out, her mom wouldn't let her out of the house, or maybe, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it sounds to me like you're saying if I could just get her out of that house, we'll be fine. But how old is this girl? Is she stopping her mom? Is she physically not able to get away from her? And you're like, if I could just, I feel like there's some things we don't know. And maybe if I knew that, so maybe if you write back into us and clear some stuff up, my advice may change. But right now, Larry was kind of saying early, just kind of don't marry her, just keep dating her and see what's
That's
going
why I
on.
said there's a third option here. Unless, like you said, we don't know what.
Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I was about to say.
Maybe she's stopping her from actually leaving the house and dating.
Right.
So you feel like we have to get married to get you out this house.
That's what I was about to say. So with his saying, if we don't know that, then that would make me change my advice and say, just wait. If that is the case, where the mom is literally blocking it and the girl has no control over it, then I get why you're saying that. You know what I mean? Jarrell? King.
I'm tapping into my third eye right here. I think you two Black queens, I'm assuming y'all Black queens, should really be more concerned with how you can advance the life and the lives of Black men. See, I think you got to reprioritize what you're saying. It's very selfish about your life and your language instead of thinking about the leaders of our race, and that's the Black man. You gotta. I come in peace. You know what I mean? You gotta just realign your thinking. That's all I got.
Wow, that's deep, man. Wow,
man.
But y'all ain't ready for that conversation.
Y'all ain't ready for that. You ain't ready for that, Drew.
That's deep as a pothole, bro.
Dang. Dang.
Detroit
pothole. Deep as a Detroit pothole, bro.
Ladria.
Oh, I already said it.
Oh, what did you say?
Like, there's a third option, dating. Unless.
So our three options are just be done with it, marry her, or date.
But I think with those three options, they all come with caveats. Caveats.
Caveat. They come with.
You got my new little fancy glass, and you can't tell me shit.
They come with caveat.
Chandelier, bitch.
They come with caveat.
Caveat. It's caveat. It's like, I'm cool with marriage if marriage means that's going to trump the
power of attorney.
The power of attorney. And then if it doesn't,
right?
Yeah, if it doesn't, then it's depending on if the mom is really a trip, like you can't see her and she can't go out on her own. Because if you just got one leg, unless there's some other damage that we don't know of, you got crutches. You can still get around and drive. You can learn to drive, even if you're right-footed or right dominant, you can learn to drive with your left foot. And so you can still do things. And so if your mom is blocking you from all of that, then
man, I wish I was both-handed.
Both-handed.
Let's
see if she both-footed. Shoot, girl, you learn to be both-footed. But my whole point is, if your mom is really trying to block you, then it's like, just this date until she gets to the point where she's more mobile, and then she can start making her own decisions.
Here's a fourth thing. And I think we kind of touched on it, but it's really, really important. If the mom absolutely is not okay with this whole relationship and she's close with the mom, that's going to be a problem. Like,
yes.
And you obviously don't like it. You know what I mean?
I really want to know.
She's trying to hook her with men.
Is the girlfriend saying anything to her mom?
Yeah, like And
Because if
how
she's
many
just allowing her to
men,
do
not
whatever,
once. Like she didn't do it one time. Like this obviously has happened before and numerous times. Like you should have shut that down the first time. I'm with her. Why are you doing this? Whether it happened before or
and if she's
after the
not
amputation.
doing that, my option is leave her alone.
Say it again.
Like if the girlfriend isn't actively fighting her mom for this, leave her alone.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And my whole thing, like, it's not even about. It is about reciprocity, but it's about each person doing the best thing for them. And I don't know that you getting into this relationship with this person is the best thing for you. If we're looking at it, it's more work, or it's harder for you than it would be for her. Like she would probably still deal with her mom, but her mom still disrespect you.
Yeah.
You trying to help her mom still, hindering whatever y'all trying to get going. So it would be too much, and I don't know that it would be worth it in the end.
Yeah.
So I guess
I'm
that's
not going away.
Huh?
And that's a big point, Drea. You brought that up. I hadn't even thought about that. Her mom still hooking her up or trying to hook her up with men
when
is
we're
like,
together.
You ain't got the point. You ain't got the picture. And I don't know if that's the daughter hemming and hawing, trying to play it safe and I'm by and all that kind of stuff. And so she trying to get her to that side of it. No, either you
How is
is
she
or you
trying to
ain't.
hook you up with people? Because I feel like even if mom was trying to hook me up with somebody, like it's nothing like I'm not gonna talk to them, I'm not going out with them. Like, how is she trying to hook them up? And why are you going back telling the girlfriend that she's trying to hook you up?
I'm trying to remember how she said it.
It's a lot.
It just says gladly tries to fix her up with men. So that could mean that she's saying,
hey, there's a guy from church.
Yeah, here's a guy from church. Or I met this guy, I gave him your number. Like,
oh, he's so nice. You should really.
That.
I don't know. I just feel whenever there's too much parent involvement, it's a huge concern for me. That's a huge red flag.
Yeah.
Because as adults, it's me and you. I get it. That's your parent.
It's a ride or die thing.
I get it. And, I got parents and I'll gladly take your advice. I hear what you have to say. I'll take it under advisement.
To either of our parents, first of all.
You're not going to be telling me, you ain't going to be in. No.
I wonder how, involved the mom was in her life before the accident, or if this is kind of something new.
Right, like maybe she didn't like the lifestyle before, but now that she's sick, she kind of has that opportunity
to kind of force her
way in, right?
The lifestyle, I always love that. That's always great.
Not lifestyle, but you know what I mean.
That alternative lifestyle. Like,
they gonna tear me up in the comments, y'all. Like we gonna have that many.
It's gonna be like 4 people.
They gonna tear me up, y'all.
They gonna cancel me.
Man, I'm gonna be canceled.
I'm gonna be canceled. These 4 people don't play. These 4 people who watch our show do not play.
Yeah, they are not gonna. Our fans, man.
They are rabid fans, man.
Okay, so that wraps us up there. Thank you so much for writing in to us. We love when you tell us your business. And thanks.